Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Beck. Back open in the middle. Snags it, and he's open. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Going to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go right back to him. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback's got the first. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Play action with Williams. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
Williams. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Williams looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The run inside. It's Hansen. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The short hands. It's Sowell. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Pulls and fires complete to the right.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
locked up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Hansen. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the run, it's Hansen. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Got enough for the first. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The RPO, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Hansen. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, here's Peoples. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Here's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Play fake, Williams. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in, it's Moss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Washington right back to the line. Here's Williams to throw. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Might be changing the route. Handoff to the single back. There's a crease. Picks up the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
pass on the RPO. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously, it's still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. But that's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running inside, it's Peoples. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 8 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Trojans coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Williams on the play fake. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Underneath Tulsa coverage. Got it deep downfield. The tag. Touchdown, Huskies. That one will give them the lead.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll start on the ground with people. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here's Peoples one more time. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football, and that's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Williams. Looking down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Play action with Williams. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Got enough for the first. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Peoples again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Sowell. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Was completed via the screen. Out of bounds at the 31. First down for the offense.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Give running right, it's Peoples. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Beck. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a grab with one hand. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Peoples. Touchdown, Penn State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Williams. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Tackled there by the defense.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. With the catch, it's Sauer. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Peoples one more time. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Penn State with the response.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quarterback making adjustments. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. Williams finds his tight end. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
The Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Play fake, Williams. Buys a little time. Got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The RPO fired complete to the back. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Fighting off the defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Into the creative space on 3rd and short with the wide receiver. Finding some room. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Here's Williams to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And guys, that is a tough holding call. It'll back them up. Still 1st and goal, but now more territory to navigate. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Throwing, Williams. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Williams from the gun on third down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And what a big third down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. 4th down, Williams. He's got him. Touchdown, Huskies. They move on top here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
it.